Jared Teller, and I did my report on Jamaica Kincaid. Jamaica Kincaid was born Elaine Potter Richardson in St. John's, Antigua in 1949. Her mother was illiterate and a cultured woman and homemaker, while her stepfather was a carpenter. The family was fairly well off from what I've read. She was very close to her mother at a very early age until her three brothers came along. She's the oldest of four. Um, Basically, what happened was when her brothers came along, her mother had to attend to her younger brothers, and in the process got neglected, really scarring Jamaica moving forward, and it really ended up inspiring her for a lot of her pieces that she would later create. Jamaica was educated until she was 16 years old, and then her mother ripped her out of school and sent her to the States to make money so she could mail money back to the struggling family. I guess there were some financial turmoil later on that her family ran into. This is a quote from Jamaica. I don't know if having other children was the cause for our relationship changing. It might have changed as I entered adolescence, but her attention went elsewhere. And also, our family money remained the same, but there were more people to feed, to clothe, and so everything got sort of shortened, not only material things, but emotional things. The good emotional things, I got the short end of that. But then I got more of the things I didn't have, like a certain kind of cruelty and neglect. In the end, it didn't matter. When I was first a young person, it did matter a lot because I didn't know what had happened to me. If I hadn't become a writer, I don't know what would have happened to me. That was kind of a self-rescuing. Jamaica Kincaid. Family of her own and personal matters. Jamaica currently resides in Vermont during the summers and teaches at Harvard during the academic school year with her two children. She was married to composer and a college professor at Bennington College, Alan Shawn. He was the son of New Yorker's longtime editor William Shawn and brother of actor Wallace Shawn. They divorced in 2002. They have a son, Harold, who is a music producer and songwriter for Level Sounds, and a daughter, the singer and songwriter Annie Rosamond. Kincaid is a keen gardener who has written extensively on the subject. She also did convert to Judaism later on in life. Her works, Jamaica Kincaid has cultivated a voice of a distinct voice from traditional Caribbean writers such as Derek Walcott and Carol Phillips, using life experiences to inspire her for her writings. Her most notable work, Lucy, which we'll cover on later, is pretty much a self-reflection on Jamaica's life and is pretty close to an autobiography. She has many themes and quite a few influences. Aside from the life experiences, which are also, she noted, at times exaggerated, she also takes an addition and consideration from other Caribbean writers as well. Jamaica's work revolves around family dynamics, mostly mother to daughter, sex, racism, colonialism in particular, British and American imperialism. Those are all things that she really covers on in her works. Lucy. Lucy is a short novella by Jamaica Kincaid. Uh, it's about a young girl going to America, working for not a foster family, but an au pair family, where she does work for the house, making money, and being self sufficient and independent. However, in Jamaica's life, she was really sent to go and mail back the money to her family and folks, but she never did so. She really didn't return back to Antigua to visit her mother or the rest of her family 20 years after she had um, left them initially. So that whole, I guess, connection or relation really dissipated for quite some time before it was um, attended to. Her works, she has 5 novels, 5 uncollected fiction pieces, um, which means various articles in major publications. She's got 1 short story collection, um, in addition, 5 nonfiction books, 13 nonfiction articles, um, pretty much touching on her life experiences. Again, in major publications such as the New Yorker or Time Magazine, and then 1 piece of child literature. Her awards are extensive. In 1984, she won the Morton Dawson Zeibel Award. Uh, Pretty much the 80s were a very, very big time for Jamaica Kincaid. That's where she was really got her, I guess, feet on the ground and started running. Um, that's when she was really recognized for her works, and then all throughout the 2000s as well. Um, Overall, she's a very, very interesting woman and a very inspiring one because a lot of her experiences in books, I'd say that a silent motif is courage. She was put in a position at 16 where I couldn't imagine a lot of kids thriving in the same position, and she was a very hungry learner. She then went on later to go to college, um, and all was independent and individualized from any support system really, and had a very very strong hunger for knowledge and bettering herself, and because of it ended up in the place she is, where she's now a professor at Harvard University and um, has a family of her own. So um, really an inspiring woman, understandable as to why she won the award she did. um, that is my report on Jamaica Kincaid. Thank you.